Hi there. Hello. How are you? Well, I'm doing a little something different today. By happenstance, chance, fortune, whatever you call it, I managed to pick myself up a fairly cheap Nintendo Entertainment System Classic Edition. These things normally run for about 60 bucks, and they never go on sale, but I got a used one, basically practically a brand new one for 40 bucks. Because someone I know had bought one, didn't want it anymore, or didn't like it, and just sold it to me because they didn't want to bother going through the return process, I guess. But regardless, I have it now. I have it hooked up to the TV and the capture card here. Well, it's hooked up to the surround sound receiver, so it's hooked up to both, technically. But regardless, I got myself an NES Classic Edition, and I figured I'd spend some time on this eve of Christmas Eve night playing some of it. I actually been thinking about getting this for a little while, and to me this miniaturized console makes the most sense out of all the ones that came out in the last couple of years, because an NES, well, it doesn't do RGB out, so I couldn't actually plug it into my open source scan converter without modding it first. And those mods are expensive if you want to have someone else do them for you, or difficult if you can to do yourself. And since I wouldn't know the first thing about soldering or anything like that, that's not really an option. This thing makes a lot more sense to me than the Super Nintendo Classic Edition, because you can actually hook up a Super Nintendo to an open source scan converter, and it works just fine. Especially if you have one of the later ones, but that's somewhat beside the point. Here I have the NES Classic Edition. Came with one controller. It is kind of short. I'm sitting pretty close to the TV here, and I got the system on the ledge of the credenza that it saw that the TV is a part of, and my couch is barely close enough. The cord is barely reaching my hand from here. I wonder if I could bring it closer to me. 1 second. There we go. I actually have it sitting on the same. Actually, have the system itself sitting on the same platform that the I'm just letting the demo run. I have the system itself sitting on the same platform that my microphone is sitting on, so I can access it more easily. Ah, Donkey Kong music. I recognize that from the Donkey Kong Country, not from the original source. I played very little of the original game. Maybe I'll get into that at some point. We'll have to see. But yeah, I just got home from work not too long ago, and I'm gonna get into some. I'm gonna get into some NES Classic Edition stuff here. I jump into my favorite Mario game, Super Mario Bros. 3. Controversial, because most people seem to prefer Mario World, but not me. I prefer Mario 3. Never had a Super Nintendo growing up. This is what I had. Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. Regardless, this is my favorite Mario game. So I'm having a little bit of trouble with the stream, and the thumbnail does not seem to want to be updating. It still has the inside picture on it, and I don't really know why. I'll just listen to this music for a moment while I try to figure this out. Sorry about this, I'm just going to need another moment to correct something. I'll be back in just a minute or so. Alright, sorry about that. Apparently my attempt to upload the thumbnail failed because it was too big. I just used my AverMedia capture card to take a screenshot of the of the NES Classic menu, because that's what I do, and just sort of upload that as a thumbnail, but apparently it came out as too big. That's surprising to me, but whatever. I fixed that. It should be updating in a few minutes. In the meantime, let's jump into some Mario. My favorite Mario game here. Let's see if I can avoid getting killed by the first Goomba. Look at that. I'd call that a success. Hey! I'm not sure why it went the wrong way there. Yeah, I remember playing this game early to mid-90s, trying to think, 93, 94 maybe? Obviously, well after the game came out. And I played through it with the help of a Game Genie, using the old cheat codes. I'm trying to remember what I used. I initially wanted to do the thing where you get to play as the Hammer Brothers. They had a thing where you it said start and stay as, which means you started out as a particular suit or ability, and you would stay like that regardless of whether or not you got hit. And I chose Hammer Brothers initially because that seemed like the coolest one. But unfortunately, I remember in that playthrough I got stuck at a particular point where I couldn't break a couple pieces of blocks because I wasn't the raccoon suit, and for some reason the turtle that I needed to use wasn't there. So I basically had to reset the game. And from then on, whenever I tried to use that cheat code, I would always pick the raccoon suit, just to make sure that that didn't happen again. I have this set on the default visual settings. I think I'll go and monkey about with those a little bit later. Hey. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but I do think I did eventually beat this game without cheating. Or at the very least without the Game Genie anyway. I guess it depends on if you consider the flute whistles to be cheating or not. If you do, then I did not beat it without cheating. But I'm not entirely sure. I do remember facing Bowser at the end of this game. And I remember being very perplexed as to how to beat him when I was using the Game Genie. This would be the first time, because I thought you just had to sort of keep attacking him. And then it dawned on me, like, oh, you have to wait for him to smash through the blocks and then fall into the bottomless abyss, or this pit of spikes, or whatever it was down there. I can't really remember. There we go. If you hit that thing while your P is charged, you should always get a star. That's how you guarantee you get the 3 lives. Now, for anyone who doesn't know for some reason, I'll show you how to get the first flute. The secret is you gotta be carrying one of these things, at least I think. I may have been adding a needless layer of complication to this whole process. I'm not sure. Let's get one of these things. Hold down on this white block, or any white block. There's only a small handful of them throughout the game. Drop down here. Make sure you're running at full speed, and then jump near the end, and you'll come into here. And that's how you get the first flute. Go to Toad's house. There we go. Looks like my picture finally updated. And I got a mushroom. Oh well. It's better than nothing, I guess. How messed up would it be if one of those 3 things included a poison mushroom? Be pretty messed up. Now, here's where you get the second flute in this level. It's kind of odd because, oops, that... I wasn't supposed to get that. I done screwed that up. I was about to say, it's kind of odd that they took this level palette and turned into basically a mid... Oh wait, never mind, I'm fine. And turned into sort of a mid-world... Ah! I accidentally held up. Oh well. You should not consider me your ultimate source of professional playthroughs or speedrunning, because I'm definitely not with that kind of nonsense. I don't know if the game ever addressed who's... I don't know if the game's story ever addresses who this guy is. Because this is neither Bowser nor one of his Koopalings. This is just some turtle that you have to hit 3 times. Alright, well, why don't we use the whistle anyway, since we already screwed up any chance we have of... Now, according to Ryan Davis, the late, great Ryan Davis, the quickest way to get to Karibo Shu is in World 4. Or is it 5? It must have been 5. Oh well. I guess I needed the other flute in order to do that. Oh well, this is still interesting. Let's... Oh, this is Giant World here. It's kind of crazy that the NES was pulling off these kind of large scale graphics like this. This looks more like a Super Nintendo game to me, to be perfectly honest. Maybe that's a dumb thing to say, a dumb observation to make, but this really does look much more advanced, especially when you consider what the first Super Mario Brothers game looked like. which I never beat, by the way. Although, considering that the way I'm playing today, it's surprising I was able to beat any of them. Alright. Now everything's back to normal size. Look at that. That's how that's done, at least. Guess I'm not a total amateur. Just mostly an amateur. Ah, the fish. So yeah, I've actually been getting some stuff as of late. This is actually the most recent of my purchases. Wow, that was a short level. I actually went on the eBay and got myself a Wii. I'm gonna be getting a black Wii. Black because it'll match the aesthetics of pretty much all the other consoles I have. And I made sure to get one that's backwards compatible too, so it has the inputs for the GameCube controllers and memory card, so I'll be able to play GameCube games with it. And it'll have a black nunchuck and a black Wiimote with the Wii Motion Plus built in. And when I get that, I get the necessary component cable for it, hook it up to the open source scan converter. I will be able to use that in my retro video streams on Retro Mondays. I'm pretty excited about that. I don't have any Wii games or GameCube games, so I have to get some of those and get a GameCube controller as well. While GameCube games are pricey, I don't think Wii games are, at least not yet. Matched. Alright. Let me strike it. Oh, look, I got coins. I guess I'm getting each one of these things? Maybe? You only get 2 tries? That's odd. But I guess I did get every single one of those things I got right. Alright. For some reason I don't remember it being that harsh back in the day. Go to the right one, another fire flower. Alright. Look at that guy. That's a giant hammer brother. It's a hammer brother that needs to lose some weight. He didn't like I just called it fat. Alright. Well, how about if I switch to a different game now? But before I do, I'm gonna take a quick pause in this stream, just so I can check the audio levels. I didn't actually do that for this thing yet, and I want to make sure everything's in reasonably good shape. So I'm gonna hit reset. I'll be back in a little bit, in just about a minute or so. Alright, sorry about that, folks. Yeah, I know it's total amateur hour here, but I did determine that the capture audio was just a little bit low, so I increased that a little bit. What I'll do is I'll play another game, pick another one of the games on this list, and then I'll take another listen to the sound again at some point, just to make sure that I made it better and not worse in a different way. So let's hit start here. Now, one of the games I was actually looking forward to trying was Castlevania. Ever heard of this game? I don't know, sounds different. No, but in all seriousness, I think back in the day I did play a little bit of the NES class Castlevanias, the first and the second one. I remember throwing holy water a lot in one of them. I think that was the second one. Specifically looking for throwing them at blocks. The 4 blocks. So let's hit the start key. I guess determine if they were real or fake or something. I'm not entirely sure. It was a long time ago. I'm talking like 92, 91 maybe? Maybe 93 at the latest, but a long time ago. Alright. I'm pretty sure that back in the day, at least, I only ever played those 2 NES era Castlevanias, 1 and 2. What we got here? I do know that Castlevania Requiem, which came out on the PS4, which includes both Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night, recently came out, and apparently it's pretty good. The folks at My Life in Gaming did an excellent video on that. Check them out if you like useful information on retro games and retro game systems, and not just a moron who can't play them talking about it, like me. Yeah, check them out. They're a good channel. They helped me out a lot in helping me to determine to get stuff like the open source scan converter, as well as this surround sound receiver that I have. Yeah, they said that was actually a good package, and I think it's still on sale on PlayStation Network for $15 or something? I'm not sure. I do have a PS4 Pro, and that game actually, unlike most retro game compilations, runs at 4K if you have a compatible TV and a PS4 Pro system. Which is good because, well, those games natively outputted at 240p originally, and 240p goes into 2160p 9 times. So that's perfect integer scaling. And I am not doing well at all. I think I did something there. Got a screen clearing attack. Can I get a wall chicken out of here? Nope. Yeah, I might end up getting that package eventually. Just I kind of already have a substantial backlog of games, and even if it's a good deal for a game that I want, I still kind of feel guilty, too guilty actually to go out and get it, if that makes any sense. Like, oh, how are you buying so many games when you haven't played all the ones you have? I probably shouldn't, that's probably dumb, but at some point you do have to sort of catch up on the stuff you have before you get new stuff. Yeah, that is a screen clearing attack, that's what I thought. In any case, so what else? I touched on the fact that I got this thing, this NES Classic Edition, for 40 bucks. Basically brand new. I know someone who bought the thing because I guess they had an NES back in the day. And when they got it, they realized, oh wait, they didn't want this at all. For some reason they thought the graphics would be better. I don't know what's up with that, but whatever. In any case, what am I doing wrong here? Oh, I'm supposed to be going up here. That's Or did I just come from there? I just came from there. I'm an idiot. There's stairs right there to the bottom left. In any case, they decided that they didn't want it, even though they just got it like the day before or something. And instead of going through the process of returning it and getting all of their money back, they sold it to me for 40 bucks. So I guess I'm the beneficiary of someone else's bad decision. Guess that's how it goes sometimes in life. I've certainly been on the other side of that, where I've had to sell something turns out I didn't want it. And I got an even smaller percentage of my money back. So maybe in the grand scheme, maybe it wasn't such a bad deal for that guy. I think when I got Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and determined that I wasn't into the multiplayer. Oops. I'm dead. When I got Call of Duty Advanced Warfare back in the day and realized I wasn't in the multiplayer, after I beat the game, the campaign, I returned it to GameStop and got... I guess I got 40 bucks back, because I returned it within the month after getting it. Oh well, the point is that I've been there, so maybe it's not that crazy. That's right, these games have the knockback, don't they? So if you get hit by an enemy, it can knock you into that water, and thus you die. Gotta be careful about that stuff. So yeah, I covered that. I covered getting a Wii, which I probably spent more than I should have, but I wanted a specific one. I wanted a black one with the GameCube compatibility, and I wanted it to have a black Wii Motion Plus Wiimote and a black nunchuck, because I'm one of those kinds of people who not only wants all their consoles to be the same color, but I want them to all be black. Yes, I'm a weirdo. I get it. Is there anything over here? These enemies are just continuously spawning off, aren't they? So yeah, I won an eBay bid for that. I don't know when it'll get here. Hopefully I'll get an email about that soon. And I'll be able to include both Wii and GameCube games in my retro stream. So what do we got here? Is this a boss? I guess it is. Hey, look at that. So yeah, what I'll have to do when I get that thing delivered is I'll have to go out to the local retro game store, Retro Otaku, in this case in Madison Heights, Michigan, pick myself up a Wii component cable and a GameCube controller, and then maybe head over to the Disc Replay in Troy and pick up some Wii games. And maybe some GameCube games if they have any cheap ones of those. Now, not entirely sure what I'm going to be looking for. I know I want to get Mario Galaxy. But beyond that, I'll have to see. I'll have to just see what's available. Can I get this guy without... Yeah, this game does not have 8-way attacks. Heck, it doesn't even have 4-way attacks. Can I, dagnammit. Can I strike this guy from here? No, because I can't jump from the stairs. Alright. At least I'm thinking. At least I came up with an idea that could have worked. I think it was in Super Castlevania 4 for the SNES that allows you to jump from stairs. But not this one. Ah, the Medusa heads. I am having a very difficult time with these things. Yep. And there I go, not having my better whip. I guess trying to stand there and fight them all like that is a fool's errand. Just gotta keep moving. Oops. Wow, it doesn't drop you to the next screen, it just kills you. Cause that, gotta be honest with you, that was definitely a survivable fall. I didn't fall that far. Oh well. Ah. Game over. Alright, how about if I switch games here? Got the little unit right next to me. This is actually a neat little thing. It's literally a miniaturized system. Miniaturized Nintendo Entertainment System. None of the door doesn't open. Oh, I'm looking at the bottom of it, and they didn't model the RF adapter that came sort of wedged there at the bottom. I mean, why would they? There's no reason for that, but still. They went through the trouble of modeling every other detail about this thing. It's a strange omission, and and I don't really know why no one has ever pointed that out. Probably because it doesn't matter. Anyway, now, but if I go all the way to the end of the list, or actually right here, this is probably the game I spent the most time playing, for obvious reasons. It's awesome. Okay. I'm just gonna let this sit here for a moment while I listen to this music. This predates the Master Sword. I think back in the day, this would be the mid-90s when I had my own NES, I actually had the really nice color manual that this game came with a map of the world on it. That would be a very nice thing to have nowadays because, as I demonstrated in my little bit of time playing through Golden Axe Warrior, which is very much a Zelda clone, I kind of need a map like that. I kind of don't have the time or the patience like I did back in the day to play these games properly. Of course, I remember back in the day setting fire to every bush with the candle and placing a bomb at every horizontal surface at the top of the screen just to see if there is something there. Now, I'm not going to enter Link because that's going to take me straight to New Game Plus, and I don't want to do that. Or Zelda, I guess it is. So I'll just, I enter my, can I do Gameway here? Can I do that? Is it going to let me? Yes, it is. Awesome. Oh, right. Here we go. We're just going here. A stranger offering me a sword, who then mysteriously vanishes when I take it. Doesn't let you catch yourself on fire, unfortunately. Alright. Now I should remember how to get to the first dungeon. I feel like that information's just burned into my memory. It'll always be there no matter how long it's been since I actually played this game. I was about to say, watch how I totally get lost in trying to find it. Yep. Okay, I guess I have to do a little digging to find this. I think I have to cross that bridge. Also, that first shield you get does not block shots on those fish things in the water. Zorals, I think it is. Zorons. I'm already almost dead. Good job, me. Remember, there's a health fairy at some point near here, I think. If I can't find my way to the first dungeon, how in the world am I going to find my way to the health fairy? But I think it's actually right up there. If I don't have a bunch of enemies spawning directly at the entrance, that is. Nope. Failed again. There we go. That was close. Alright. I don't have the ability to move stones yet, do I? Or maybe I do. Maybe it's a Link to the Past where you need to find an item that allows you to do that. Yeah, I'm sorry, my memory is not as good as it used to be. I remember playing this game a lot back in the day. And by back in the day, I mean like 95. Yeah, I had an NES as my system when everyone else had either a Genesis, a Super Nintendo, or the very early adopters had PlayStations or Saturns. Not that I had a problem with that. I played a whole lot of these games back then. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Crap. Oh, there's another health fairy. I think I was going the right direction initially. I just need to keep going. Yeah. I think it's actually further away from the starting point than what I was giving it credit for. I dodged that shot, but whatever. Oh yeah, it should be up here. There it is. Oh well. Here's what will happen. I'll take a hit, I'll die, and then I'll spawn at the beginning of this dungeon again. How's that sound? Unless somehow I make it through. Man, that you're low on health noise is definitely annoying. I wonder what the point of that was. Ooh, here we go. Another key. Little observation about Golden Axe Warrior, basically a Zelda Rick clone on the Master System, is that it's very much like this game, except you can actually buy keys. There are stores that sell you keys, which seems kind of game-breaking, but it actually isn't. First of all, I think it's because they are kind of expensive to get. And you're better off just saving that money for better equipment. But even still, it is interesting. Are any enemies going to give me any health? Ooh, look. There we go. I'm fine. If I remember correctly, the first item you get out of the first dungeon Eastmost Peninsula. Okay. If I remember correctly, the item you get out of the first dungeon is the boomerang. I do believe that is the case. Hey look, there's the map. Question is the oh, these guys. Is the boomerang in the top right room, or is it in the top left? I think it's in the top left. If I remember correctly, the dragon at the end of this level is on the right side. You fight him, and then you go to the right to where the Triforce piece is held. So yeah, that means that the boomerang is in the top left. My futile attempt to use logic and memory. Want to know how much of a ripoff, how much of a direct clone Golden Axe Warrior for the Master System is? What I just did there, where you can stab an enemy through these blocks like this, it totally has that. As long as you're using the sword and not the axe, that is. Alright. Oh, these little rooms. Where Zelda briefly becomes kind of a side-scroller. I wonder if these little areas were the inspiration for Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? I actually forgot about those little things, but that's where all the dungeon items are actually held. They're not in chests like A Link to the Past and all of the later Zelda games. Alright. speak of which, we should probably... Wait, what? That's interesting. It's not the... Wait, what? So you get 2 items in the first dungeon. How come I don't remember that? You get a bow, and you get the boomerang. I feel like an idiot for not remembering that, but I honestly don't. Oh well. Oh, this guy. He catches you, he'll drag you back to the beginning of the level. Still not as annoying as the like. Thing will eat your shield. Those things are expensive. See? Look, he's on the right side, just like I said he would be. This boss is a pain if you don't have full health and you can't shoot your sword. Look at that. Now, this NES Classic Edition does have save states that engage automatically when you hit reset and to return to the menu, but it also has support for games that have save features built into them. And I think you have to hold power reset, just like you did with original NES when you turn the system off. Let me see here. I'm trying to remember how you use the save feature from this thing. I think you have to die. I think you actually have to die in order to save the game using its regular save feature. Because Start just brings you to this menu, and then Select actually pauses it. And there's not, anything... Yeah, so let's just kill us. I'm just gonna kill myself. I kinda wanna see how this game looks with, one of the other filters that this thing has. Game over. Hit Select. Alright, cool. We go back to the menu here. Wait, I've been using Pixel Perfect? I don't think it defaults to that. I mean, it looks fine, but from what I understand, the NES doesn't output square pixels, so that means the game has been squished. Which I guess is fine. Not much of a CRT, not much of a scanline filter, but I'm not much of a scanline filter person, but let's see how that looks. I actually engage it. Other stuff we have here. Not much, I guess. Anything in the manuals? Nope. Well, it's a good thing I used the actual save feature, because if I was relying on save states, well, there it went. If you actually want to use the save states on these games, you have to not select the game icon, but you have to go down from there and select the save state specifically. Yeah, this adds, the CRT filter adds scan lines. I know it's a big surprise, but still. And you don't start out with full health. Oh well. if I was much later in the game and had a lot more heart containers, that would be a lot more annoying. So I guess first I'll get to the heart fairy. Oh dear. I cannot, for the life of me, remember where the second dungeon is. Which is sad, because that's, again, knowledge I used to have, in, like, practically in the front of my mind back in the day. There we go. Ah, these things. These blue, spidery, crab-looking things are always good for mining rupees. For some reason, they always had a higher rupee drop percentage than other enemies. What's in here? It's probably a store, right? Yeah, 138 for the better 130 for the better shield. I definitely don't have that much. Thankfully, as a whole, this world is not all that big, so it shouldn't be too difficult to find the, shouldn't be too difficult to find the second dungeon. A little bit of slowdown there. That's 160. Ooh, I should probably get that candle. I should probably save up for that candle, actually. I feel like I'm in a part of the game that I shouldn't be. And just like that, I'm low on health again. Is this the second dungeon? Yes, it is. I actually stumbled my way to it. For some reason, I didn't think that a single sword stab would take out all those snakes at once. Otherwise, I would have just did that. Alright. Now, according to the My Life in Gaming video about this game, I don't think I ever got the compass in that first dungeon. No, that's not what I was going to say. And according to the My Life in Gaming video about this system, the NES Classic Edition, having it in 4.3 causes was it shimmering artifacts when it came to fast scrolling or scrolling games. That really wouldn't be much of an issue with this game, because it's just going from one screen to another. But on some games like Mega Man or Castlevania, you would see the edges of the screen shimmer as it scrolls. And I think that's something that they addressed, at least to some extent, in the Super NES Classic Edition. But to be perfectly honest, I don't think my eyes are well tuned enough to notice that kind of stuff. So it probably won't bother me all that much. I think the CRT filter option that I have here is designed specifically to reduce that, or that's just one of the benefits of it. Oops, it's facing the wrong way. I always get the clock when there's either only one enemy left or there's none. And that was true when I played this game back in the day, too. I always got the clock when it was pretty much useless. I'm supposed to move one of these blocks, maybe? Like I'm missing something. Oh wait, these other doors, that's right. Use the boomerang to stun them, and the sword to kill them. Now some enemies could actually be killed with the boomerang, like bats. Ooh, there we go. And, those smaller jellies that we saw. These things can be killed with the boomerang. Alright, so I have the compass and the map. Yes, it will affect multiple targets if they're all stacked like that. So that's good. Okay, do I really need to be in here? Thing seems unaffected by the boomerang. Oh, that was actually useful. Okay. Get some health. Now, if I remember correctly, it's actually very good. I mean, there's actually a specific reason why I got the bomb in this level, and that's because I think you need it in order to beat the boss. I can't remember if it's the giant plant or the rhinoceros. It's the rhinoceros. Alright. Thanks, mysterious old man. In fact, I can hear it. Dagnammit. Can we, like, not? There we go. Wait, it didn't fill me up? Alright. I'm sorry, I'm just used to Link to the Past rules where a fairy would actually fill you up completely. Okay, so that one room that had all those enemies that almost killed me, I guess I do have to go there if I want to get, whatever this dungeon's special item is. Okay, I need to not keep getting hit like that. Ooh, look at that. That did nothing, but alright. At least I was thinking. Okay, that's annoying. And now I'm dead. Good job, me. Let's see here. Save. Alright, well, it's saved anyway. I'm going to move on to a different game now. Maybe get rid of the CRT filter. I think I like the Pixel Perfect one. So I'll stick with that. Let's see what other stuff we have here. Now, believe it or not, as much as I like The Legend of Zelda, there's another game on this collection that plays kind of similarly that I have even more fond memories of. Let me see if I can find it. They take it out of here. Here it is. Star Tropics. Which, when I was a kid, I called it Star Tropolis. I don't know why, that makes no sense. There's no... It clearly doesn't say that at all, but I guess I like that name better, so I just called it that. I don't know. Alright. As you can see, this is very heavily influenced by Zelda, but it was made by Nintendo specifically for the US audience. Register your name. Should allow me to enter my... Here we go. Dr. Jones. I may have actually played this game more than the original Zelda. A little bit of trivia about this game. In the movie Homeward Bound, they were actually playing this game. They were at wherever house they were staying at, and the kids were playing this game, and the father, who was Ted Stryker from the Airplane movies, was watching them. He asked them, "Who's winning?" And both said, "I am," both of the kids, which made no sense because this is not a multiplayer game. But it was definitely this game that they were playing in there. Sea Island. Now the secret about this area is that you have to talk to everyone before they'll let you into the chief's tent. And it took me way too long to figure that out. I mean, not in terms of... Okay, maybe I was wrong. You have to talk to everyone before they'll let you out of the level. That's right. Okay. A good friend of your uncle. Abducted? Why am I the best hope? Yeah, sure, I can help. An ace pitcher. Monsters. Don't let them get you. See what happens when I talk. Okay, okay, that was a mistake. Alright. What do you have to say? Roast a pig for the welcoming party. Why don't we talk to the pig, just in case? Yeah, that's wonderful. strange puzzle. He must have been doing Sudoku. Americola? What? Okay. I think I talked to everyone. There we go. Oh, I remember this lady. I think this lady kind of creeped me out back in the day, but... looks like she's holding a cigar of some kind. For some reason, I thought she was going to give me something. Alright. And now I'm playing the game. What happens if I go here? I get to talk to her again. And it saves my data again. Alright. Not sure if I've ever tried that back in the day, but whatever. See here, B attacks, A jumps. This is like Zelda, except there's jumping. Which makes it actually a lot more like the Genesis and Master System Zelda clones than actual Zelda. Strangely enough. Think of Beyond Oasis and Crusader of Senti. I guess Golden Axe Warrior don't jump. Alright. I remember these early sections being, this early stuff being more tedious than difficult. As we're dealing with a lot of enemies that take 2 hits. Well, these ones haven't been so far, I guess. Guess I wasn't holding up enough. I think there's another switch in one of these things. Nope. Come on, rat. Come here. Get over here. There we go. Now this takes 2 hits. Alright, whatever. Okay, these rats do a lot of damage, don't they? There we go. I assume I have to take care of all these guys. I only damaged one of those things at a time. Interesting. Have to keep that in mind. Damage. You don't do damage to multiple stacked enemies, apparently. Unless they weren't actually stacked. Alright, which one of these should I go through first? Alright, I think one of these things has a button on it. Unless this is just a totally useless room, which maybe it is. It's nice that all the enemies respawned. Alright. This is pretty much the same room, except mirrored. Unless your character doesn't like to always spin in the direction that you push the D-pad, or face the direction, I mean. Interesting. Am I missing something here? Those both trap rooms? Alright, let's go up here and jump on this stuff, see if there's anything there. There we go. Wow, that seems like something that's designed to just... I don't know. That would have been a nice thing to remember, that those side rooms don't actually have anything in them. That looks like a carrot. But I think that's some sort of flamethrower, maybe like a... I guess it's supposed to look like a firecracker or something, but it's a flamethrower. I hit select. Yep. But I don't want to just waste it. Alright. This game has not exactly been giving out health. At least not a lot of it anyway. Just like the snakes in Zelda, those things will charge you when they see you. More of these things. I can't remember which one of these is the critical path that will take you to the boss. I'm hoping to find some health. I think there's another snake this way. Nope. There's nothing this way. Wow. Alright. I got 1 health left, and ooh, what do we got here? Okay. There is something this way. I just have to... Look at that. I believe that's medicine. There you go. In an ideal world, I would have had full health, and I could have used that to help beat the boss. But it's hardly an ideal world, is it? Or I could just have this thing as well. Do you think there will be another one that'll pop up? No? Wait? Ha 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 ha. I deserve that. I guess I didn't need to use that first medicine after all, did I? Here's a question. Oh wait, I guess I lost the medicine. And the carrot that I had. So that means those medicines should have both respawned, right? Right? I don't have them, so guess I'll go grab them. I didn't step on the button, did I? There we go. I'll go grab the 2 medicines and see if I can beat the boss, which I remember being kind of difficult. Much more difficult anyway than the first boss of Zelda. Okay, let's not do that again. Let's not kill ourselves for no reason. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. You know the rest. That's right, I have to fight those things again, don't I? Oh, this is gonna be tough. There we go. I guess maybe not. Nope. It's not gonna let me get another. Guess I wasn't as close to the boss as I thought. Alright. Ooh, this is not the boss I thought at all. You can only attack it when its mouth is open. Alright. Oops, what am I doing? I'm wasting ammo. Come on. Ah, dagnammit. Could have done more damage there. And there as well. I was hoping it'd follow some sort of pattern, but it doesn't. There we go. I still beat it on my first try. And even though I did die in this level, in my defense, unless you actually remember or know that, I mean, come on, that was kind of cheap. That was kind of cheap. But oh well, it was funny. And look at that, I beat the first level of, Star Tropics. Of Startropolis. Okay. There's a guy there. I'm always tempted to look, check every corner just in case there's a secret. $14.92. What? What are you afraid of? Hey look, it's Rob, the robot. No, I never had a Rob the robot. I don't think I've ever even seen one in person. Oh. I think this game had a thing in the manual where if you dipped it in water, it would reveal a secret code that you need to use later on. That's not for this part right here, but for later. I think in this, they just give you the code in-game, in later releases of it. Alright. Now saving. Oh yeah, the dolphins, I remember those. I'm actually controlling this thing. Okay, sun has disappeared. I'm not going to be the jerk that says no to the friendly dolphin. Alright, let's go find this dolphin. I think this is the start of the area of the game where you can actually find hidden stuff. Although, maybe not this part specifically. Alright. It's interesting how, this is a submarine, right? Yet you don't have the ability to go underwater until a dolphin teaches you. Spoiler, I guess. Lighthouse. Please visit my wife. She enjoys company. Okay, that's... I guess we have to go back into the submarine. Unless I missed something. Oh wait, here we go. Those are surprisingly difficult to see. Okay, this must be that house. You saw a bottle on the beach, but you didn't pick it up. Alright. Now I know what to look for, I think. Maybe not. Not really sure where I'm supposed to go here. If I remember correctly when I played this game, this is Star Tropics, by the way, for the NES, I had the same issue that I'm having now. Wait a minute, do you think I can go under that one mountain there? I bet I can. I guess I'd be wrong. Oh well. I can go under there. Must be Interesting. Now, I can clearly see some of these whirlpools here that indicate where you're supposed to go, but I can't see all of them. Let's see here. Oh, I'm an idiot. I think I can actually... Maybe not. Well, I'm still an idiot, but not for the reason I thought. Nothing I can do around here, is there? Leave no stone unturned, I guess. I remember at one point you being able to walk through a passage in these mountains. Actually, just walk through the mountains themselves. I don't think that's here. Yeah, there's clearly a heart container up there you can get at some point. See here. Now I have to think there's a reason you can actually go in this part. Let me see here. I know the solution is going to be really obvious when I find it. It's just... I wish I could sort of whip out my crystal ball at this moment and see that solution before I actually find it. When I talk to this guy, maybe he'll say something useful. The island has some secret tunnels. Try searching for them. I've already visited your wife. Secret tunnels. I don't think he's referring to the whirlpool. Oh, I see it. There we go. Yep. I've got a bottle. Read it? It should give me an option. It should give me an option not to read it. Aliens tell my nephew to use code 1776. No, I don't need to read it again. Alright. Yeah, now I can see this. I can clearly see the discoloration next to the mountain there. Alright. I like how they go out of the way to make the codes very easy to remember, but don't make it so you have to actually remember them. Okay, now we can submerge. That's right, the dolphins show you a way out. They don't teach you how to submerge. Alright, now I get it. Okay. Alrighty then, we're going to go through here. Look at that. Isn't that snazzy? It actually gave me 2 heart containers. Don't get too excited though. It's not that big of a deal as I don't think I've run into an enemy that takes less than the full heart of damage. That does less than a full heart of damage. Doesn't appear to be any half heart damage here. Alright. More saving. As long as it took me to figure that stuff out, and to get past that first level, it took me way longer back in the day. Hey look, a baseball bat. That has 30 uses. A strange concept for a baseball bat, don't you think? Oh, I guess that does half a damage. That's right, this game has some rudimentary platforming. You'll get to see a lot of those disappearing blocks over the course of the game. Can't remember off the top of my head what the stars get you. These things do a lot of damage. Wow. Oops. Yeah, I'm not doing particularly well, am I? Okay, what's... About to say, what's the deal with this thing? Alright. Wait a minute. Wow. The medicine that I didn't use in that boss fight, I don't have anymore. That's unfortunate. Oops. Hopping octopuses. Come on. Jump up, down, jump down here. They're making me chase them, aren't they? There we go. I probably shouldn't have cut it that close there, but whatever. For some reason I thought that one of those was a switch. Now here's a good way to deal with the snakes. There we go. Oh look, there's health. Let's see if I can get that without dying. There we go. Dagnammit. I timed that completely wrong. Is there a button here I can push? Apparently not. So what's up with the door here? Oh yeah, one of these is probably it, right? There we go. And I bet the button will be, the switch will be over here. And there it is, look at that. Oh, wonderful. Oh, that's right, I can jump. I should probably be using that with these things, huh? There we go. I was about to say, I don't remember those things being that difficult back in the day. I must be near the boss. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe it's just for this thing. Oops. Oops. That was close. A room full of health items. Nope. False alarm. I was about to say, if that was directly next to the boss room, that was a pretty short level. I remember it being longer back in the day. Well, I failed that jump completely now, didn't I? Look at that. Snowman. If I remember correctly, the snowman freezes time. Get back here. Alright. Oops, this was the critical path. I probably should have seen where that other path led to. It might have given me more health. I always like exploring the non-critical path first. By the way, we're not aboard the submarine, so we don't have access to the submarine's translator, and yet we can see that it's that thing saying help. Interesting. In any case, we also don't have any ranged weapon. Oh well. Here's the boss here. Now, if I remember correctly, and it seems to be the case here, your biggest enemy in this battle is not this octopus, but the controls. They're not quite precise enough for this game, and it's on platforming. Ah, dagnammit, I hit pause, and I hit start instead of, there we go. Let's use the baseball bat. Okay, I was holding to the right, and yet he wasn't doing anything. He was not jumping to the right, he was just jumping in place. That's not a problem with this classic NES Classic Edition controller or anything like that. It was just a problem with the game back in the day. got hit again. I see what's up here first. Health that I immediately lose. That's how the pros do it. By the way, I don't have a baseball bat anymore. That's probably going to be a problem. Well, I can tell you that that just leads back to that one room, so at the very least, there's no chance of me jumping into just a room full of water like I did the first level. And hey, look, I got health. I got medicine anyway. Get the snowman again. Bemoan my lack of a baseball bat. But you actually get two things of those snowman, so you can freeze time twice, and I have health. I have medicine, I mean. And you don't actually need the snowman. Okay, that's... I am actually pushing directions on the D-pad, it's just clunky. Tapping this as fast as I can. There we go. It's not actually difficult, it's just... yeah, you end up accidentally jumping back in, you end up accidentally jumping straight up in the air instead of the direction you're supposed to go in too often. It's a clunky battle more than it is a difficult one. Now saving. Alright. Okay. They're gonna lead me out of this, past these rocks here. And we'll continue on our merry way. And we are saving. A storm. Well, there it is, folks. Game over. That's the end of the game. That's what the music makes it sound like, anyway. From now on, you have to walk. Hey, look, another little town type thing. Coconut milk. Guess you play a silent protagonist Because I don't remember telling him about my wrecked ship. Or maybe he was just watching me or something, I don't know. And it's now saving. Look, dodo birds. They take 3 hits. Or maybe it's just 2, I'm not sure. You know what? I think I'm actually going to, switch to a different game now. I played through 2 whole levels of this. I'm gonna explore some more of this stuff. More of what this NES Classic Edition has to offer. Alrighty then. Let's see what we got here. Galaga, that's not a NES game. At least I don't remember it. Much of it being as such. Let's see here. Maybe I should try Metroid. I've never played Metroid, to be perfectly honest. I might want to give that a try today. Let's do that. This was originally a Famicom disk system when it came out in Japan. Much like Zelda. Let's hit start. Alright. A is jump, B is shoot. I shoot these things? Yes, I can. They're not just Mega Man style saw blades that are invulnerable. I can't crouch, but I can shoot upward. Something you can't do in Mega Man, sadly. Hey, get back here. Now, even though I've never actually played Metroid, I am familiar with some of the tropes and history of this game and series and such as... There we go. Not being able to crouch is kind of annoying. Can I jump down? No? A little bit of slowdown there. My energy level is low, and I got exploded. That gave me a password. Not sure why I'd even bothered. I didn't get very far. The range on this gun is not very long at all. Wow. Alright. There we go. Oh, that is some serious slowdown there. I mean, nothing I'm not used to. I've played games that had it much worse than that. Alright, so that must be an area that you need the morph ball ability to go up into. Alright. Since we can't go any further right, we'll go left. Well, yeah, this is a neat little system here. It's not complicated. It's not a particularly fancy. It just sort of has 30 NES games with a few basic graphical options. And look, I have the Morph Ball ability. I don't know if it has most of the classics that most people would remember. Seems like it has most of them I remember anyway. Although it doesn't have my favorite sports game of all time, Blades of Steel. That'd be nice. I think I'd rather have that game on here than some of the things that they chose, like Pac-Man or Galaga. Some people say, oh, why not the other NES hockey game, Ice Hockey? I like Blades of Steel. Even though it doesn't have Detroit as one of the selected cities. By the way, it doesn't have actual sports teams, just cities. And maybe the colors of the team sort of are similar to the colors from the actual teams in real life. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I played it. But it does not have Detroit. Even though Detroit is Hockey Town. And me living in the Metro Detroit area, I found that kind of odd, but whatever. That's not on here, though. But I do believe Tecmo Bowl is. It means I get to play as Barry Sanders. Though he won't be named as such because of licensing deals. I am getting slaughtered again, aren't I? Is that thing invincible? I think so. I don't think it's a platform. Ah, dagnammit. Oh well. Not sure what the fall damage situation in a game like this is, so best not to risk it. Oops. Ah, that noise is annoying. Oh well. Ah, I am doing lousy. There we go. At least gets rid of that noise. Wait for both these things to pass. There we go. What's in here? Alright. Oops. That went about as bad as it could go. Oh well. Doesn't seem to be any fall damage, at least. What's in here? There we go. Wow. I got exploded again. Alright, I'll leave this up here for a moment here, so I can give myself a reference point for that password. Although, I wonder if the save state would help me. Probably not. Alright, I'm going to hit reset and switch to a different game. Let's see here. Got I just noticed this game doesn't have Tetris on it. Radius. It's getting a little late, so I think I'll just close it out with a little Dr. Mario. Yeah, it's like 1 o'clock here. Let's play a little bit of this, and I think I'll call it a night afterwards. There we go. Kind of a little surprised this game doesn't have Tetris on it. Or maybe that actually is a licensing thing. That was unnecessary, but whatever. But yeah, maybe it's because I've been playing this using the Pixel Perfect mode, but I have not noticed any of the visual artifacting that they talked about in the My Life in Gaming episode about this. Any of the scrolling issues. There we go. Oops, shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Man, I am tired. It's kind of a long day at work. But I have a few days off, including, of course, obviously, Christmas. Now, I do plan on doing a normal Retro Monday stream tomorrow night. About 8 o'clock. And I also plan on doing some sort of stream on Christmas after I get back from visiting family downriver. I'm not going to be able to get that red thing until I clear these yellows. There we go. Now, what I'm thinking of doing for Christmas night is doing another old Call of Duty stream, actually. The first one I played through all 3 of the Modern Warfare games, the multiplayer, and there were a surprising number of people playing those games still. And I originally wanted to do other ones like Ghost, Advanced Warfare, and Black Ops 1, but unfortunately all of those needed pretty substantial updates. Like Ghost and Advanced Warfare needed 50 gig updates apiece. And I did not have the time or the patience to do that back then. But I've since applied those updates, and I've actually got a copy of Black Ops 2 as well. So I'll try to stream the 2 Black Opses. That's a dumb way of saying it. I'll try to stream Black Ops 1 and 2, Advanced Warfare, and Ghost and I'll try to stream Black Ops 1 and 2, Advanced Warfare, and Ghost in a second old Call of Duty stream sometime on Christmas night, which will be whenever I get home from downriver. Hey, look at that. That's convenient. There we go. There you go. Alright. Yeah, I'm not feeling especially talkative right now. I am actually more tired than I thought. They're gonna do the thing where it's not gonna give me a red one for a while. There we go. There you go. Yeah, this game is still awesome. It's not, I don't like it quite as much as Tetris, but that's okay, I don't have to. Not every game has to be as good as my favorite puzzle game. By the way, I should probably really consider getting a Tetris Effect for the PS4, especially since that game's on sale. But again, just like with Castlevania Requiem, that's a game where I want to get it. I know I should get it. It's on sale. But I have this thing where I feel like I've bought too many games recently and my backlog of stuff is... I don't know. Maybe I should just get it. We'll see. We'll see. In any case, I think I'm going to call it a night. Thanks for watching, anyone who's actually watching this. I appreciate anyone who takes time out of their day to watch my streams and my video. I try to do a retro stream on Monday night, typically at about 8 o'clock. A modern stream on Wednesday night, typically at 11 or whenever I get home from work. I do a 4K and or HDR upload on Friday night. And I do occasional multiplayer streams, typically on Saturday and Tuesday nights, sometimes on Sunday. And yeah, in any case, thanks for watching. If I don't see you before Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all that jazz. Until next time, take it easy.